how to shift your messaging to attract rich clients. When I say rich clients, I don't say the people who have money. Of course, it means like people who have money, but it also means people who don't hesitate to commit, who don't hesitate to invest. And when they invest, they take action fast. Now, I've seen so many of people that they invest, but they don't take action because they feel that they know everything. And the business will automatically grow without having the conversations, without doing the stuff, without showing up consistently on the platforms or for your clients, prospects, leads, everyone. Okay, so rich clients, the people who commit, people who are attentive, and people who have ability to pay inside your offers, invest in your offers, and do the stuff like they are the one who, take the action and give you quick testimonials, right? So first of the thing is context. The number one messaging mistake that keeps wealthy buyers away or the wealthy clients away is this. Most coaches don't realize it, but the reason they keep attracting clients who can't afford them has nothing to do with your niche, your funnels, your strategies, your tactics, your offers, anything. It has everything to do with the direction you communicate in. It's all depend upon the communication. Now, most of the people think conversations only happens in the DM. Conversations starts way before that. Your content is a one-way conversation you are having with your clients. But most of people think it's just a matter of showing up, like post anything, but that's the conversation. When people comment on your content, then the conversation starts. That doesn't mean that if you don't get likes, don't get comments, it's not a conversation. Someone around the world in your friend circle, in your follower circle is reading it. And that's the most important thing. It doesn't have to make people reply on that, but it should make people think, right? And that's what messaging is. So for years, I spoke the way we were taught, like talking about the future, dream, outcome, and the possibility. When I came into this coaching world, creating offers, 100 million offers, all that stuff, I was, running behind those things like you have to picture or you have to show your clients the dream outcome they want. Show how their life will be after they will get the results or you will deliver the results to them, right? The dream outcome, talk about the future, talk about the possibility. And every time I did that, I find myself on another sales calls, maybe at 12 p.m. with someone asking, can we circle back next month when things settle down? All those objections, all those tire kickers. Or I was replying on the DMs that had a message like, I love what you do, but I'm not in a place to invest now. I don't have money yet. I'll talk to my wife and I'll let you know. These type of objections. And those conversations drain you in a very specific way, not because the people are bad, but because the message attracts the wrong level of readiness, right? Those conversations drain you in a specific way. If you are doing sales calls, DMing, follow-up endlessly on social media, you know this way. Like, it's not that all the people are bad, but because your message attracts the wrong level of people. Right? And everything time this happen, you fix something else, like rewrite your bio, rewrite your cover, change the audience, change the ideal client avatar, right? Change the transformation or try a new funnel, new platform. But no matter what I changed, the quality of leads didn't change because the offer wasn't the problem. The strategy was not the problem. The direction of the message was. Who I was communicating to, that was the problem. And here's the part nobody teaches you. You attract broke leads when your message focuses on what people could have someday. The big transformation, the big future, the big outcome, the end outcome. This is something that people could have. They don't have yet. You are going to help them to have that, right? But you attract wealthier, more qualified buyers when your message focuses on turning what they already have into something they don't have yet have, right? Turning what they already have into something they don't yet have. So let me give you an example over here. A client acquisition example. Imagine running an ad that says get more clients. I help you get more clients. Now that attract every person who is struggling, stuck, starting over, that is beginner, because they all want clients or more clients. But if your ad says like turn your existing audience into clients without posting more, this is how you instantly filter out anyone who doesn't have an audience. You filter out the beginners, and only qualified people can walk through that door, right? Next example, business growth. Scale to 30 to 50K months, attract anyone. Scale to 30 to 50K months. If you just say this, you will attract anyone dreaming of that level, right? It may be someone who is not even a beginner, who is just thinking about starting a coaching business and making 30, 50K months. And that attracts the people who are dreamers. But if you say turn your content, turn your current income of 15 to 20K months foundation into a predictable 50K revenue engine, then it speaks to someone who is already at that level of 15K, 20K, and they want to scale to 50K. They already have the resources. They're already working on something. They already know how it works. And it's easier for them to help to grow their business, right? Because they are already in motion, they are already doing some things, and they just need the optimization. You don't have to help them from scratch. Offers example, build a high ticket offer. These attract beginners. They are enthusiastic, but not liquid. They are craving the idea. But when you say turn your current offer into an ecosystem that commands premium buyer, then you only speak to someone who already has clients, system, proof, testimonials. Suddenly, you are not selling possibilities anymore. You are selling the leverage. The most important thing over here, you are not selling the possibilities anymore. You are selling the leverage. And that's when the buyers change. Premium buyers don't hire you to give them a new reality. For example, I'll help you scale to $10,000. I'll get you more clients. I'll help you build your coaching business. You are shaping, or you are picturizing a new reality for them, right? Because they don't have the resources, maybe the skills or something to reach there. You are helping them from scratch, right? So that's why the premium buyer don't hire you to give them a new reality. They hire you to upgrade the one they have already built. Someone has an offer, they will pay you to get more clients. Not the one who don't have an offer, don't have nothing. When it goes like they start creating their offer, the foundations and all that, and they start get boring, like I'm not getting clients in the first month, you are fraud and all that stuff happens, right? But when you talk to the people who already have offers, who already have signed 1-2 clients, who is not met 10K, but at least 1K, 2K, and you talk about that stuff, and you had them scale to 10K, that is the most important thing, because they are the premium buyers. They are hiring you to upgrade the one they have already have something or built something. And when your messaging reflects that, you stop attracting people looking for a lifeline and start attracting people looking for leverage, right? So if you want wealthier clients, stop telling people what they could have someday, the dream outcome, the transformation, and start showing them how you turn what they already have into what they can't reach alone. Understand this. This is the powerful statement. Stop telling people what they could have one day. You will have $10,000 in your bank account. You will have a fulfilling life. You will settle to Bali and all that stuff, and start showing them how you turn what they already have into what they can't reach alone. So here is the practical high-level breakdown on how to shift your messaging to attract rich clients. Now, right now, you're probably doing what most coaches do. You're talking about the future. You're talking about the dream. You're talking about the possibility. But possibility messaging attracts possibility buyers. People who are hoping something will work, not people who are ready for precision, right? So possibility attracts possibility buyers. People just hope. People are just dreaming. And here's how you can reverse the direction of your messaging. So you only attract people with existing resources, existing investment revenue, existing audience, or existing results. And that's where everything changed for me. The number one shift: start every message by identifying the asset they already have. Start identifying what they already have. Right? Because wealthier clients don't identify what they lack. They identify what they already have. That's leverage. So instead of saying get more clients, you can say something like turn your white audience into 5K buyers or buyers. Turn your current $5,000 per month business into a 10K predictable growth engine. Turn the offers you already have into a premium ecosystem that makes your clients stay for a long time and keep paying you. Right? What are the assets we have identified here? They already have a wide audience, maybe 1,000 followers, 2,000 followers. We help them to turn them into buyers. We are helping them do this thing like get more clients, but we are saying it in a messaging in a different way. Turn your white audience into buyers. That is clients. Turn your current $5,000 into $10,000. Now you are attracting people who are at 5K. You are attracting people who have audience. You are attracting people who have offers. They are validated it. They have signed clients, and you are just helping them to turn them into a premium ecosystem so their clients can stay for a long time and keep paying them for a long time. And these phrases immediately filters out beginner. Because someone with no audience, no offer, no revenue, no traction can't self-identify with these statements, so they don't respond. So this is the thing, you get the instant qualification from the people who paid, stay, and slay. Second thing, replace these statements if you have inside your content. If you are using ChatGPT is good at, if you write content from ChatGPT, it will always shame other people, right? Like you don't have X here, you don't have this. So you have to turn that messaging with you are sitting on something underutilized messaging. Don't shame directly. You are saying the same thing, but in a different way. Replace you don't have X yet, like you don't have $5,000 yet. Then turn it into you are sitting on a gold mine, which you have never utilized, right? Where the buyers lean in when they feel like I already have the pieces, I just haven't maximized that. For example, if you say you're stuck because you don't have a scalable offer, instead you say like this, you're stuck because the offer you already have isn't positioned to scale. So you're not shaming or downgrading them. So instead of saying you need a better sales system, you say you're leaking conversations because your existing conversations aren't structured to convert at the level you are capable of. So it indirectly says that you are not wrong, but the way you're doing it is wrong. Instead of saying you need to create more content, you say you're sitting on a content that would convert at a higher level if it focused on leverage rather than possibility. And these shifts the emotional tone from I am not enough to I have built something worth refining. And that is when you attract the high level buyers because they love this kind of talking. You don't say you're doing wrong. You don't have this. You're saying you have something, but you are not utilizing it properly. And you have to say it in a different way. And this is the example of that. Number 3, show them the transformation of what they have to what they want. This is the transformation. We are talking about, we were not like talk about where their current reality is broke, stuck, $0 to the dream outcome, $10,000, $100K per month, living in Bali, have this fancy cars, all that stuff. These transformation we used to show, but show them the transformation of what they already had to what they want, not from the beginning. This is the core of the message direction. Write your content like a before, after of your existing assets, right? We turn your audience into clients. You can add some more offers into a premium offer ecosystem, 20K months to 50K months. From busy schedule to spacious scaling, passive revenue to visible authority, solid systems to more time with their kids, momentum to optimization. Now, this avoids starter energy, and starter energy attracts broke leads. And this signals I work with people already in motion. I work with people already have an audience, already have offers. I work with people already have 20K months who have busy schedule and want more time back, who makes passive revenue, who have solid systems but needs to be optimized. Right? Fourth, stop using generic future promises, but used refined asset-based outcomes. The most important thing. Instead of saying that you will scale your business, instead of saying I'll scale your business, say something like this: I'll simplify the operations that are slowing down your already successful business. I'll double the output of your team without increasing the headcount. I'll turn inconsistent referrals into a replicable, reliable acquisition channel. When you say that, it resonates with wealthy clients with optimization and not activation. So you're not selling ignition to them, you're selling refinement. Right? Fifth one, your examples as well, your stories that you tell on social media or emails and the metaphors must come from their world, not yours. Stop telling your stories that don't resonate with them. I hear this all the time in the post, like some people say that in 2022, I was here and this is how I started my business. This is now how I assigned clients. This is how much I made and all that stuff. All prospects, all clients or leads are not living the life you are living, right? So you should understand what your ideal client's life is, right? So talk about their story. There is the stories, the analogies or metaphors that resonates with their world, not yours, right? So you want analogies that feel like they were pulled from a real business. Examples of analogies that attract high-level buyers, right? Turning unused parts of the business into profit centers, right? Turning audience into clients, turning 5K months into 20K months, right? Activating dead segments of their audience. This is the best. Like how you activated buyers from your current audience. You can talk about that. Repurposing underleveraged IP into revenue. How I repurposed my old workshop and sell the recording for $100 and made $1,000 in one day. Talk about that. Converting existing traffic they already own rather than chasing new traffic. If you see, I generally talk about this. Like instead of, in my offer doc, I talk about eagle bait. Eagle bait or eagle's content is all about like extracting the buyers from your current audience instead of chasing for new leads. And it's talk about this. Like I convert from my existing traffic, the followers, the people in my email list, rather than chasing for the new traffic, right? Turning an offer that's working but bulky into a streamlined machine. Maybe they have an offer. You say that I'll turn your offer into something that comes to life, transforming their current acquisition strategy from effort-based to demand-based. So these are the metaphors, analogies, signal that you understand how advanced business actually function, right? And this attracts wealthy clients. Use language that assumes sophistication, because wealthy buyers are immediately repelled by content written for newbies. Most important thing. Replace beginner signals like how to start getting clients. You're stuck because you don't know what to post. This will help you get your first few sales, all these things. But how you talk with sophisticated signals, your acquisition has plateaued because your messaging isn't calibrated to your current level. You're posting consistently, but not converting consistently, which means the issue isn't the effort, it's the leverage. You have outgrown the strategy that got you here, and your numbers reflect it. And this type of language, this type of communication shifts you from a coach to consultant instantly. And that's the most important thing. Last one, your CTM must match the level of buyer you are speaking to, you're targeting to, you're communicating with. Low-level CTS pull the low-level leads. Like you just say, DM me if you're ready, comment info if you want this, comment this word if you want this. But high level CTS, it gives context, it emphasizes clarity, optimization, and a strategic insight. So give insight. So if you want to give something like a reply with leverage, if you want me to audit what you already have and show you the multiplier you are missing. If you are sitting on an asset you haven't fully extracted value from or profits from, message me optimize and I'll show you the next layer. If you're already doing 15K months and you want to break your ceiling without breaking your calendar, reply ceiling. These CTA also act as a qualifiers and attractors to wealthy buyers. So qualifiers, you repel the broke leads and the freebie seekers, but you attract the wealthy clients, the premium clients. So the summary, one statement: you stop attracting broke leads in the moment your messaging stops promising to give people something, maybe a big outcome, maybe a big transformation, and start showing how you help them transform what they already have into the results they want. Right? So make sure you have these shifts inside your content. In the future days, maybe I'll add some examples to this guide and I'll put this inside our school community. So you will have access to this. Yeah. So we'll start with questions. Like drop your questions inside the chat or unmute yourself and start talking about what questions you have around this. Examples, I have written some content for me earlier with this. So yeah, drop your questions in the chat or unmute yourself if you're comfortable being on camera so we can start asking you the questions. I'll stop sharing the screen now. Yeah.